What up, folks? We're on here for another wrestling rant. It was a big week for combat sports too, especially the weekend. Today we're gonna hit up on Raw, NXT, Dynamite, the Smacketh Down, some of the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, Collision, as well as UFC. Because yes, I'll watch it all. So here we go. Monday Night Raw. You saw the Bloodline stuff. Everyone they're trying to recruit unsuccessfully. Might I add you? When Seth told them no, that was so expected. But at the same time, though, Seth, you were the bad guy. You turned on Roman first. You hit him in the back with the chair first. So you were the initial bad guy. But he said he'll never team with Roman. And then when Solo approached Seth, he said, I'm not going to team with a wannabe Roman. I'm like, yeah, that's right. And so that's me interested. But that's just a good way for them to pull Bronson Reed in, which we'll get into on SmackDown. That's a way to pull Bronson Reed in and have Seth be a part of the Bloodline team. So we got that going. Shoot. The matches on Raw, man, they were forgettable. Can't even lie. That Raw was it was a show. It was a very forgettable show. Not even gonna lie. The only thing that stood out to me was the Bloodline stuff and what they got going on with the tag team champions. Not Lee and Rhea. Not us. I can't even talk. Liv and Raquel against Jade and Bianca. That's coming up. So yeah, they're just heating up that tag team division. And then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for Raw. Raw was a dead program. Then we got NXT. Again, it was forgettable. I mean, it was forgettable. I mean, some of the matches were decent enough in quality. Don't get me wrong, but when they started talking, man, I'm like, ugh. And I just tuned it out. I just completely tuned it out. I know Nikita Lyons won her match. I'm glad she's doing toning down all the spinning stuff. So she's already had 2 bad knee injuries already. So I'm trying to get that in line. Then we got that. The first match on NXT was the hardcore match. What's that this past week? I don't remember. They all blend together. But yeah, NXT was forgettable. That was NXT. Now we got Dynamite. We start off with, but before what is Jon Moxley doing? What is he doing? What is he saying? He's talking in these goofy riddles and these ridiculous circles and not saying anything at the same time. I'm like, how is this possible? How are you talking and not saying nothing at the same time? And I mean, it makes no sense at all. You got them beating up a whole bunch of jobbers. You got, oh my goodness, Dynamite. And then Dynamite was, sheesh, it was just how bad it was. Because of the simple fact, Adam Cole, he lost his match, which he shouldn't have won his first 2. Okay, I mean, have you seen that guy? He doesn't look like he's a wrestler. He looks like he is a regular dude who don't even go to the gym that often. He goes maybe twice a month. So you got Moxley and his riffraff running around beating up a whole bunch of people no one cares about. And what is this push with Orange Cassidy? Like he is the one to save AEW from Moxley and crew. Orange Cassidy? Orange Cassidy. And then you completely flip the script and you got the Hurt Syndicate. Guys who look like they can twist you up and throw you all over the place because they're real wrestlers and they're big dudes. Oh my goodness, man! You know what? If Moxley and crew was really a threat, and first of all, when his seizure of TBS, he took over the show for what? Like he didn't even take over the show. It was a promo. It was a promo that he cut, and it was a nonsensical promo that he cut too. Moxley invades the Superstation to do what? Talk and leave, and that's it. That's all he did. I mean, if Tony Khan really wanted to do something about Moxley and crew, just how the Hurt Syndicate say. Just say Bobby, Shelton, MVP, teach these guys a lesson for me, and I'm pretty sure they can get it done. I'm pretty sure they can get it done and rough up and straighten up the rest of that locker room too. Because I mean, you got a bunch of guys who just want to dive off stuff and do goofy nonsense for no reason. I mean, and the women's division in AEW, I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, you got Mercedes Moné cutting awful promos. She's defending the title at their next pay-per-view against Statlander. Why is she already berating her bodyguard? She got the bodyguard. It's been like a month since she had Camille, and she already berating her? Are you serious? And you can't do anything right. Where did they do that at? Where does that happen at? That's just the worst. Then then the matches and stuff, like I tuned some of them out too, because it was just ridiculous, the same stuff. Then we move on to SmackDown, where again, matches were the matches. Nothing overly impressive, nothing underly impressive, except for the Bloodline stuff, which was phenomenal. Now, that was cinema. Okay, that was pure cinema. The fact that they had everyone, that the OG Bloodline and Bloodline 2.0 got in the ring, had a big brawl, they got it in, and then Big Bronson Reed came in, took out Roman from behind when him and Jacob went face to face. I mean, they got so many matches just by having them approach each other. I mean, we saw a couple weeks ago when Braun Breaker was face to face with Jacob Fatu. Man, how dope is that match gonna be? Then this past Monday, when Solo was talking to Seth, then you saw the way that Jacob looked at Seth when he saw he didn't know until want to be Roman Reigns. So like, that's a match that's gonna cook too, because man, it's so many things so many directions they can go with it, with the Bloodline stuff, and it all makes sense. And I mean, they got a big brouhaha, and Bronson Reed came in, knocked down Roman, hit the big old splash on him, hit the splash on Jimmy. Jay got hit with a Death Valley driver. Man, they in it. Then it went off, and Roman called Paul Heyman, but his phone was disconnected. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but Solo broke Paul Heyman's phone, right? And then it was a phone at a real little subtle point. Sammy threw her phone on the couch when it was in the back. So was that the broken phone? I don't know, because the Bloodline stuff, you gotta pay attention, because everything they do is detailed. So that was a highlight. The matches on Raw. I mean, LA Knight had won his match. I mean, it was the shows are bland. They just have exciting points. I'm not even gonna lie. Then we get to Collision. Moxley cut this promo at the beginning of Collision. They premiered a music video too, whatever, for whatever reason, who cares? But Moxley cut a promo at the beginning of AEW saying that Orange Cassidy was a snake. And that was all I could take of Collision. That was all I could take of it. After watching that 1 minute, I was done. Nothing else gonna make any sense anymore. That didn't make any sense. So I can just see the trajectory of the show from there. It made no sense at all. and he's talking in riddles. He's talking stupid. Now, the rest of the show, I saw a clip for him, okay? Now, I did see some clips of Mariah May having her hardcore match, would probably be better suited at a pay-per-view other than a show that people barely watch. That would have made more sense. And that's the problem with AEW. It's the booking. Why are you having this match on a Saturday night when no one's looking at it? Why? I'd rather you do it on a Wednesday night. At least you'll have more eyes on it. It'll have more eyes on it. And it made no sense at all. It made zero sense. But that was Dynamite. That was Raw. That was Raw, NXT, Dynamite, SmackDown, Collision. Now, the fights from this past Saturday night. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul had 3 bouts underneath them. First bout was, I don't know what that was. That was just like, I don't know if that dude was a YouTuber or what, but it was 4 rounds of nonsense. And then we had Barrio's fight, which was good. That fight was good. That fight was really good. And man, oh man, the Barrio, he eked out by the skin of his teeth with that draw, because I mean, the guy he didn't do quite enough to beat the champ, but man, he came close. I mean, that they got to run that one back, because that one was almost too close to call. Then we had the women have their match, and they had their rematch. I forget their names, but they had their rematch from 2 years ago. And that was a barn burner match too. They was just going at it. And then the main event, the exhibition between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, which what it was, an exhibition. It wasn't a real fight. It was an exhibition. It was an exhibition. One, we got to keep in mind, Mike Tyson is 58 years old. Okay, he looked great. He got in the ring. That's already a win to me. He got in the ring to do something like this at 58 years old. That's already a win to me. And to go the whole 8 rounds is a feat within itself. So, I mean, come on. It's going to be some type of nonsense. There's no way anyone would have thought this would have gone legit. Come on. Let's be serious. But, no, Jake Paul won the fight. And I don't need to see Mike Tyson fight no more. I hope he doesn't fight anymore. I hope he doesn't. If he does, it's for charity and spectacles. It's going to be for charity and spectacles, things like this. That way he can, make some money or whatever. Because, I mean, it ain't uncommon. Boxers do it all the time. Muhammad Ali used to do it. Floyd Mayweather does it. Okay. I just don't, I don't. I like Mike Tyson. That's somebody I've always, when I was little, watched him fight and watch his evolution as a person over the years too. And I was like, I've been a fan of Mike Tyson, and I just don't want him to get hurt at 58 getting punched in the head. Seriously, I just don't. Then we got UFC, which was Saturday night, and John Bones Jones, one of the rare fighters who is a rare breed, who can have all types of controversy and scandal and still get booked in the main event and win convincingly, because that spinning back kick looked like it cracked every rib on that side it hit. Oh, that looks so painful. Having gotten hit with a shot like that before, you sit down. You sit down. Your legs get weak and you can't breathe. You like, oh my goodness, something my organs shifted. You feel them shift when you get hit like that. Oh, that looked like it hurt so bad. But that was one of the cleanest spinning back kicks I've ever seen pulled off in a UFC heavyweight championship fight. Period. I seen him pulled off in, the lighter weights, but not a heavyweight bout before, and it landed flush. So we all know John Bones Jones is a rare breed, but man, stay out of trouble, man. Stay out of trouble. So that was the week of wrestling and combat sports over the weekend. So we hit up Raw, NXT, Dynamite, SmackDown, Collision, the Mike Tyson fight that Friday night, as well as UFC, where John Bones Jones came back and wrecked shop like he normally does. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section. And let's wrap it up, y'all. Peace.